The Enigmatic 27 Club, a chronicle of mysterious ends. The 27 Club has become a cultural phenomenon, intertwining the tragic, the scandalous, and the mysterious fates of famous individuals who passed away at the tender age of 27. This exclusive club includes musicians, artists, and actors whose lives were often marked by brilliance and controversy, only to be cut short in their prime. Here, we delve into 9 astonishing facts about members of this ill-fated group, uncovering the layers of intrigue that surround their untimely demises. Number 1. Robert Johnson, The Crossroads Curse. Robert Johnson's legacy is steeped in the mystique of the Delta blues, with his life story intertwined with the myth of selling his soul to the devil for unmatched musical ability. Born in 1911, Johnson's talent on the guitar and his haunting vocal style left an indelible mark on the blues genre. His untimely death in 1938, under mysterious circumstances, fueled by tales of being poisoned by a jealous spouse, has only added layers to his legend. Despite the absence of concrete medical records to clarify his cause of death, the speculation around it has made Johnson a figure of intrigue. Rational perspective. Looking beyond the mythology, Johnson's experiences reflect the harsh realities of an African-American musician navigating the Deep South during the era of Jim Crow. His nomadic lifestyle and frequent performances in juke joints exposed him to the dangers of the time, including the potential for violence and the health risks associated with heavy drinking. His death, though shrouded in folklore, likely stemmed from these real-world risks rather than any supernatural pact. Number 2. Jimi Hendrix, A Psychedelic Tragedy. Jimi Hendrix, whose groundbreaking guitar work revolutionized rock music, died on September 18, 1970, in London. His association with the 27 Club, combined with his involvement in the psychedelic movement of the 60s, has sparked much speculation and intrigue regarding his death. Official reports state Hendrix died from asphyxiation after inhaling vomit, following an overdose of sleeping pills mixed with alcohol. This tragic end has led to various theories about the circumstances leading to his death, reflecting the complexity of his legacy. Rational perspective. The practical explanation for Hendrix's death points to a tragic miscalculation in the dosage of sleeping pills, compounded by his consumption of alcohol. Hendrix's lifestyle, characterized by intense touring and the pressures of fame, may have contributed to his reliance on substances. His death, while often enveloped in mystique, underscores the vulnerabilities associated with celebrity and the potential dangers of substance abuse, emphasizing the need for awareness and support for mental health and addiction issues. Number 3. Janice Joplin's Lonely Finale, A Heartbreaking Silence. Janice Joplin, the emblematic voice of the 60s, tragically died on October 4, 1970, in her Los Angeles hotel room. Joplin's intense and soulful performances made her an icon of her era, but it was her sudden death from a heroin overdose that cast a long shadow over her legacy. The timing of her death, just as her solo career was skyrocketing and shortly before the release of her critically acclaimed album Pearl, has led to speculation and mystique surrounding her final days. The album, featuring tracks like Me and Bobby McGee, became a lasting reminder of the unfulfilled potential of an artist at the peak of her creativity. Rational explanation. Despite the mystical aura that fans might attribute to her demise, Joplin's death is a somber tale of the perils of substance abuse, a hazard all too common in the rock and roll lifestyle of the time. Her struggle with addiction was well documented, highlighting the pressures and loneliness that often accompany fame. Her overdose, though shocking, reflects the grim reality of the drug culture prevalent among musicians of the era. Number 4. Jim Morrison's Mysterious Demise, An Unwitnessed End. Jim Morrison, the charismatic and mysterious lead singer of The Doors, was found dead in the bathtub of his Paris apartment on July 3, 1971. The lack of an official autopsy and the French authorities' decision to not perform one due to no evidence of foul play have fueled endless theories about the cause of his death, ranging from heart failure to an accidental overdose. Morrison's fascination with death, his poetic expressions, and his exploration of the dark edges of human experience in his lyrics have only added to the mystique surrounding his untimely demise at the age of 27. Rational explanation. Morrison's death can also be seen through a more mundane lens, reflecting the hazardous lifestyle choices he made, including his well-known substance abuse issues. Living in an era when the excesses of rock stardom were not fully understood or addressed, Morrison's death, though mysterious, might simply be the result of an unhealthy lifestyle rather than the result of nefarious circumstances or a mythical curse associated with the 27 Club. Number 5. Brian Jones, the Rolling Stone that rolled away. Brian Jones, the multi-instrumentalist who helped form the Rolling Stones, was found dead at the bottom of his swimming pool at Cochford Farm, Sussex, on July 3, 1969. His death, ruled as death by misadventure by authorities, has since been enveloped in a cloud of speculation and mystery. Some fans and theorists speculate about the circumstances leading to his untimely demise, considering his known substance use and his recent departure from the band he helped create. Theories have ranged from accidental drowning influenced by drugs or alcohol to more sinister suggestions of foul play, given the tumultuous period in his life following his split from the Rolling Stones. Rational explanation: on the more rational side, Jones' lifestyle was marked by heavy drug and alcohol use, which likely contributed to his inability to save himself in the event of an accidental drowning. His estrangement from the band and the personal issues he was facing at the time might have exacerbated his substance use. The inquest found no evidence of foul play, and while his mental state and the substances in his system may have contributed to his tragic end, there is no conclusive evidence to support the more speculative theories of murder. Number 6. The haunting goodbye of Kurt Cobain. Kurt Cobain, the frontman of Nirvana and a key figure in the grunge music scene, died from a self-inflicted shotgun wound on April 5, 1994, in his Seattle home. Cobain's death was a shock to the music world and his fans, leaving behind a legacy of music that spoke to the disaffected youth of the era. His death has since been the subject of intense scrutiny and conspiracy theories, with some questioning the circumstances surrounding the suicide note and the events leading up to his death. The mystique is further amplified by Cobain's own references to joining the 27 Club in his writings and the cultural impact of his music, which continues to resonate with themes of alienation and despair. Rational explanation: from a rational standpoint, Cobain had a well-documented history of depression and substance abuse, factors that significantly increased the risk of suicide. His struggles with fame, the pressures of being hailed as the voice of a generation, and his personal demons are well known, providing a tragic context to his decision to end his life. Despite the conspiracy theories, investigations by the Seattle Police Department have consistently supported the conclusion that Cobain's death was a suicide, with forensic analysis and evidence from the scene corroborating this outcome. Number 7. Amy Winehouse's tragic farewell, lost to temptation. Amy Winehouse, the British singer-songwriter known for her unique blend of jazz, soul, and R&B, tragically died from alcohol poisoning on July 23, 2011, at her home in Camden, London. Winehouse's death, at the age of 27, added her to the infamous 27 Club, a phenomenon that has fascinated and mystified the public. Her struggle with addiction, under the relentless scrutiny of the media, painted a picture of a talent constantly at war with her demons. The mysticism surrounding her death often revolves around the eerie coincidence of her age with other members of the 27 Club, suggesting a cursed fate for certain troubled musicians. Rational explanation: from a rational perspective, Winehouse's death underscores the harsh realities of addiction, particularly the dangers of alcohol abuse. Her blood alcohol level was found to be 5 times the legal drink-drive limit, which is a clear indication of acute alcohol poisoning. Despite her public battles with substance abuse and attempts at rehabilitation, Winehouse's support network was unable to save her from the pitfalls of fame and addiction. Her death served as a stark reminder of the need for better mental health and addiction support for celebrities and individuals alike. Number 8. Jean-Michel Basquiat, art shooting star. Jean-Michel Basquiat, a prolific artist who came to prominence in the 1980s New York art scene, died of a heroin overdose on August 12, 1988. Basquiat's work, known for its raw commentary on race, class, and society, catapulted him to fame at a young age. His sudden death at 27 years old has contributed to the mystique surrounding his life and work, with some fans and critics drawing parallels between his vibrant, chaotic art and the tumultuous nature of his personal life. The tragic arc of Basquiat's career, from graffiti artist to celebrated painter, and his untimely death, often feed into narratives of the tortured artist who burned too brightly. Rational explanation. Looking beyond the romanticized view of Basquiat's life and death, his overdose is a somber reflection of the challenges faced by many artists navigating the pressures of fame. The 1980s art scene in New York was notorious for its excesses, and Basquiat's struggles with fame, identity, and addiction were well documented. His death is a tragic example of how the art world, while celebrating creativity and genius, often fails to address the underlying mental health and substance abuse issues that afflict so many within it. Number 9. Ron Pigpen McKernan's Unsung Exit, a bluesy goodbye condensed. Ron Pigpen McKernan, a founding member of the Grateful Dead, was celebrated for his raspy vocals and harmonica prowess, significantly influencing the band's initial sound. His passion for music was shadowed by health issues, worsened by alcohol, leading to his untimely death from a gastrointestinal hemorrhage on March 8, 1973. His deteriorating health forced him to part ways with the band, highlighting the stark contrast between his musical contributions and personal struggles. Despite dying at 27, McKernan's legacy endures, emphasizing the tragic loss of his talent.